Hello there, my name is Ian Wade. I am the author of this book, 1984, The Year Pop Went Queer, available in all good bookshops and some slightly shit ones too. I am here today to talk to you about this particular record, Welcome to the Pleasuredome by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. It's also spookily 41 years, almost to the same week, of the release of Relax. That's the original saucy version. And so, yeah, what a 12 months Frankie Goes to Hollywood had. Relax gets released, has a fruity video, takes its sweet time to get anywhere, and when it does get on top of the pops, it's an absolute sensation and shoots up the charts and goes on to sell over 2.5 million copies despite the actions of Squares. The follow-up single goes straight in at number 1 and stays there 9 weeks. Not only were Frankie seen as this keep out of reach of children pop sensation, there were also side effects of their rise, such as inventing remix culture and inspiring idiots to write book about them. Did I mention that? So naturally, when it came to the prospect of an album, when you've released 2 huge singles in a myriad of mixes, a gentle 9-track affair wasn't going to quite cut it. A Frankie album had to follow in large footsteps and had to be suitably vast and excessive. Hence, a vast and excessive double album such as this. It's also very prog, very rock. It was kind of a little different to kind of what was going on in pop. And it explored all sorts of avenues, taking you down with cover versions of things like Do You Know That Way to San Jose, and what was the definitive version to a whole generation of people who hadn't heard the original yet, Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. But this is still Frankie though, and there were little bits of sauce in there. My geography wasn't all that great at school, but so when I listened to the track Crisco Kisses, I thought, oh, you know, that sounds quite a nice place where you go and have a kiss. Unaware that Crisco was actually an American type of oil-based shortening used in cooking and was quite popular in certain circles to allow big things to get into little spaces. I'll let you find that one out. But also on the album there was the then Prince Charles talking about orgasms, which didn't go down particularly well at the time, and so you can imagine what sort of shit fit that would cause today. And also the Picasso-esque painted cover of animals with their cocks out having a nice little time, and we don't really even need to come to discuss what was going on there, unless I get banned. But also, you know, there had only been 2 singles at that point, and so let's look at The Power of Love, one of the most perfect love songs ever written, and now well-deserved Christmas-adjacent classic. Oh yeah, and the mail order merchandise, which I would literally kill for any of that right now. Back then I wasn't, perhaps. Fortunately didn't have a bank account. Anyway, I digress. Happy 40th birthday, welcome to the Pleasuredome. What a fucking record.